there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, this player ain't done shit. There's nothing
Mm.
wrong with it. It's like you
Yeah.
don't have to be a fan of everyone. Like that's not what it is. I can see a player and be like, nah, not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Even this Mudryk, like I said it, you lot said before. I thought when he was going to Arsenal, you man saw me. I watched compilations of him. I said this guy has something. He has something, but he's not worth that money, bro, because he hasn't done it. The guy had less than 30 career goals, less than 30 career games, even in senior, and he's gone for 80 something million, bro. It's all right for me to say he's got something, but
Pace.
you got bumped. Exactly. He's got pace and he's direct. So he's got building blocks. He's got the potential to be something because he's got pace. His dribbling technique is decent enough. And he's brave enough to try it because he's direct. Do you know what I'm saying? So he will be a problem.
Yeah.
But how big a problem, we don't know.
Have to see.
You know, like that. We do not know. Chelsea did pay for the potential, but that's a lot to pay for potential. And that's why I said Arsenal signing my man from Brighton. Yeah. You're not paying for potential. You're paying for what you know you have. And it's considerably cheaper. So in the short term, Arsenal got the better deal. In the long term, Chelsea might have the better deal. But as it stands,
they're top of the league. They should be going for getting players that they know what they're going to get anyway, isn't it? You know,
I agree.
You need to win the league, so close the league. You ain't got time for people that you don't know what's going to happen. You know, so yeah, for me it makes sense. I think when that deal happened for them, I said, you know what? Yeah, you've missed out on Mudryk and we've taken him from you, but you've now brought in a player like Trossard, who before the World Cup was on a madness, and your only headspace right now should be close the league. Like whether that costs 27 million, whether that costs an extra 12 million for Jorginho, the only thing that matters now is for them. They have to close that league. They have to, if they don't and they finish second, it's been a great season. But you're gonna feel like shit and it's only gonna get worse. The closer and closer you get to the end of the season, the more you're gonna be like, yo, we have to close this. If you don't close it, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I sacked them out. Yo, way above expectation for me, for what I expected. I thought top 4 race max. But if you don't close it, you're going to feel like shit, especially with all the money coming in. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Rants here talking about Qatar money. You know what I'm saying? We've been splashing. Man City are going to splash again. Newcastle. If you don't close it, you're going to regret it. So it's like, it doesn't matter what that means in January, regardless of what they do the following 2 years, you have to close it. So you better to buy what you know than to take a gamble.
100%. How old is Mudryk?
I think Mudryk is 21, I believe.
Maybe. Man said, what do you think? Do you think he's going to live up to his potential?
I don't know the player well enough. I said it when he signed. I don't know him well enough. The only players that we've signed that I'm like, wow, is like Enzo Fernandez and João Felix. João Felix.
What about that Mudryk guy or whatever his name is?
Again, I haven't watched enough of him. He's been playing for PSV and he's been a lot of times injured as well. Muscular injuries because maybe growth spurt. I don't know. So with these two wingers, I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know what's going to happen with them. I'm just interested. I'm just interested to see, because the whole time he was linked with Arsenal, I was like, okay, cool, he's going to Arsenal. I don't need to look at this guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't need to. But then even when we were linked with him initially, I was like, I'm not really buying this. Sorry, he's 22. I'm not really buying this because I'm like, nah, we're not going to get him. And then when we actually get him, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But like you said, he's got a very small CV. His CV's barely even started. You know what I mean? We don't have any bullet points. We don't have anything to really work off. I know he got a standing ovation at the Bernabeu. I didn't watch that game. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see with these. I'm just trusting my recruitment team. That's all I can do, isn't it? I mean, Badiashile's got off to a great start. I didn't know too much about him. He's off to a really good start. But France makes centre backs like.
How are you guys recruiting though? You're not doing that Liverpool statistic bullshit, are you? Because bro, that's not looking great.
Well, they've lost Edwards now. They've lost Edwards now, innit? So their whole recruitment's fallen off. They had Edwards, he left, and I think they hired Ward to replace him, who was understudy to Edwards, I believe. Then he left, and now it's like Gakpo and it's Nunes, and from the moment those two players walked in, I said, you know what? I'm not saying that Klopp ain't gonna get them getting goals, because Klopp's system always seems to find goals for attackers and whatnot, but I wouldn't want them. I would not want him.
It's not finding goals right now.
It's giving me PTSD more than you can believe. If they came to Chelsea, instant flops, bro. Gakpo and Nunes, if they came to Chelsea, I would just write them off from the minute one. I'd be like, nope, ain't gonna work.
But this is what I mean. But this is exactly what I mean, Matisse. When I do it, I should give people a chance. But bro,
it's because the guy's 18. That's why I was a bit surprised.
Nah, but you being a Chelsea fan as well, bro, you've got to understand, yeah. The same way I can say with chess, nah, it's not gonna work. You've seen enough as a Chelsea fan because Chelsea's rebirth has happened during your lifetime. So you've been privy to everything that's happened at the club. You've seen all the mistakes that have been made, the kind of players that have come in, the kind of players that it hasn't worked with. And that's exactly my stance with that. You like, for instance, people are saying, "Oh, what you said about Mudryk is the same." It's not the same because Mudryk was playing, even though it was the Ukrainian league, it's still men's football. He still played in the Champions League. Like he's still got I've still seen him on stages that Garnacho has not played at. Do you know what I'm saying?
Physically, he looks scary. The way that he works.
And Mudryk is exactly. And Mudryk, is a specimen, like a real athlete. Do you know what I'm saying? Garnacho will never be that. What? How tall is Mudryk?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how tall he is, to be honest. He's built like a brick though.
But he really looks about 5'9", 5'10" or something like that. Maybe he might even be taller.
1.75.
Yeah, so like 5'9", about 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9".
That's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I'm built solid, like that. And then you got little Garnacho who hasn't grown into his body yet. We don't know what he's gonna grow into. Do you know what I'm saying? We do not know. But one thing I do know is you don't grow into pace. You have pace when you're young. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mudryk's pace, if anything, he'll only become more physically strong with the pace he's got.
Yeah.
But quick players are quick from young, bro. We saw it with Theo Walker at 16 running away from people. We've seen it with Mbappe. We've seen it with Rashford. When you've got that electric, scary pace, you don't grow into that.
Mudryk's trying to become faster the way he's talking, him and his coach.
Bro, and he's quick already, bro.
Yeah.
Like real quick, like frightening quick. Do you know what I mean? Like Mudryk gets the ball and he'll take a touch out his feet and he's gone. Like that kind of pace. So when I say that Garnacho's not quick, that is what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone can run, but not everyone is quick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Quick is oh shit. Like I'm frightened. I'm like, he's not scary. There's not a single fullback in the league that is scared to come up against him 1v1 and in fear of getting burnt, bruv. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Mudryk will cook people, bro. The same way Rashford was cooking people, the same way Bale was cooking people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I call quick. Like, not like you've got average pace.
Yo, Bale was quick, man. Shit.
Bruv, Bale was a joke.
Whoa.
Bale would give you 5 yards, put the ball behind you, and still get there before you.
Bale was running off pitches to get around people. No, Bale was quick. This is
what I'm saying, bro. Like when people have that special kind of pace, it's different. That's frightening. Garnacho ain't got frightening pace. And if you don't have frightening pace, you need to have very good ball manipulation. You can't not be mad quick. Like Mo Salah is quick, bro.
Is his ball, I've not watched Garnacho enough, right? Because he's obviously been coming off the bench here and I've only seen glimpses. I saw. Is his ball manipulation? Is that not something that you can see?
It's average. You know what it is. You know what it is, Matisse. Yeah, a lot of the younger generation, as soon as they see a step over, they think that somebody's good on the ball because they done a step over. Wan-Bissaka does step overs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it means nothing. Martinelli is rapid. He's another one. He's got crazy pace. Do you know what I mean? Garnacho is quick, with the ball, but that's because he runs at the same pace with the ball that he runs without it. It's not because he's quick without the ball, because he's not. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Rashford isn't quick with the ball, but Rashford will push the ball out his feet and be gone. You know what I mean? Same with Mbappe. Like Mbappe will do a step over, kick the ball 10 meters and just fucking fly past you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Garnacho, because he's small, he's got a decent little drop of the shoulder, decent balance to do that, but he's not frightening. Do you know what I mean? He's not frightening. And if you're not frightening at 18, because people say, oh, you're young. Attackers, they're in their physical prime at a different time, bro. You know what I mean?
When you don't see him becoming like more of like a Sancho if he gets coached.
No, because Sancho is not that much older than him. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like Sancho's a kid still as well, like in life. He's like 22. Like, I
Like
think
Sancho
he's
he always had that from day one as well.
bruv, there's videos of Sancho in like the under 18s doing what he's doing now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is not different.
4 years.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's never going to be able to put his foot on the ball, slow the game down, then speed it up. That's what Sancho can do. Do you know what I mean? Garnacho, every time he gets the ball, it's direct. Everything's quick. 100 miles an hour, 100 miles